Hi guys, today I'm going to bring a game, Final Fantasy. The very first one for Nintendo. It was sad. I remember absolutely loving it as a game. When I was a kid I used to play it all the time. And then I got this one. The one for PlayStation, the updated version, updated graphics, updated everything. So it was an awesome game that just got more awesome. And then this year, after about, I think this is a decade and a half after the PlayStation 1, I went and played the Nintendo one on a new emulator I got. I got the Retron 5, put it in there, started playing it, and it didn't do anything for me, sadly. It's a beloved game. I love the game. I would advise anyone to play it, but now after playing the PlayStation version, I would say only play this version. There's the Game Boy Advance one that came out that would be good too. I don't know if it's just my imagination as a kid seeing it made everything so great and awesome. I was very, very, very impatient playing it on the NES version. It seems like the text is really, really slow, and when you level up, you're just like, come on, come on. You gained 1 strength. Come on, come on, come on. You gained 1 intelligence. Come on, come on. You gained 1 faith. Come on, come on. And then you have to do that with every single character. The battles are horrendously slow. The accuracy was horrendous. Like, if it was a 4-on-4 fight, you would have to swing like 18 times before you finally hit. I'm exaggerating a bit, but I'm really not. A 4 versus 4 battle could take 7 turns, and on the PlayStation version it's just like 1 or 2 turns. So I'm glad they updated that. The story is fun. It's a great game. It's just seeing the enhancements really makes you want to go back to those enhancements. The music, it's classic. Nothing beats the music of Final Fantasy. Even on the NES version, you're listening to the 8-bit music, and it's a blast. I could just sit there listening to the music all day. The fights, though, I'm really, really impatient apparently, and it was unplayable. I had to just give up. But the review is, I would still give this game a good one because they have enhanced it and you can get your hands on better ones. And even if you get the NES version, just to see how games have evolved. Now the NES version, I mean, it's like it with the PlayStation 2, but on the NES version, it's almost like a D&D style. When I was playing it, it really was. I had to let my imagination go wild. So since D&D was around back then, it made sense to play it and say, well, yeah, it doesn't matter that it's fast. It doesn't matter that it's not the greatest graphics, because when you're going from D&D to this, your imagination goes even more wild. So they'd have the spells per day and that you can cast just like in D&D. So you could tell that it was a very dice and paper type game when it came out for the NES, and then they slowly evolved and improved and made a better game of it. And so I would advise anyone to still play it. If you're impatient, definitely don't play the NES version. I had to cheat because the battles were so long, and then farming. You could tell that the game was meant to farm for 8 hours, 9 hours, because back then doing that was fun non-stop. So you would farm for 8 hours, save the game, and then you'd be able to fight the first dungeon. So I decided to cheat, and then once I did cheat, I gained a level every single battle. But then that was bad because I had to scroll through and say, okay, strength, vitality, and it for 4 different characters. So either way, it's a real time grinder if you're playing the NES version. Which, that's just me. If you enjoy that, then it's perfect. It's awesome. Everything about the game is cool. If you're not used to RPG type games, it could be a little bit confusing, because in the newer versions it shows which equipment can be equipped. So if you're a knight, you can equip the knight armor, and if you go to someone else's armor, it might say that, oh, this is worse, or, oh, you can't equip this. In the NES version, it doesn't say anything. So if you just buy it and say, oh, can I equip this sword? No, I can't equip this sword. Apparently, I can only equip rapiers, and which makes sense if you're used to D&D, because you know which classes go with which and whatnot, but you have to be in that mindset, and it is hard for a new person to just pick it up and play. Like my son, when he was playing with it, he didn't want anything to do with it. But the PlayStation version made more sense to him, so he was more interested in that. But it's a game as time progresses, and it is awesome to see that it's actually getting better. So I would say that's it for my review. I don't want to go too much into the story and whatnot. It's got a simple story, but I don't want to give too much of the game, but it is, pick up the newer version and play it, have fun. It's a great game. It's a great intro to the series, and I'll probably do more reviews on all the other Final Fantasies as well, but I wanted to start off with this one. And like I said, unfortunately, when I started off, I didn't know it was that much of a not drag, but grind, that much of a grind. But that's it for my review. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, bye.